What's going on, guys? John Elder here from Codemy.com, and in this video, we want to show events by venue for our app with Django and Python. Alright guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to list the events for any given venue. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with thousands of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off membership. It's all my courses, videos, and books. One-time fee, which is insanely cheap. Okay, like I said, in this video, we're going to sort of list out all of the events for a particular venue. So I've added this little section to our admin dashboard that lists all the venues, and we can click on any of these and get a list of the events that are happening at that venue. And if we want to, we can click on this and, get information about the actual event. So I've done this with an admin panel. You could also do the exact same thing with the venues themselves. You could put a little button on here that says, show events or whatever, and sort of be trivial once we set all this up in this video. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor and the Get Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the Django playlist with all the other videos in this series. So check that out if you haven't so far. So if we come back here and look at our admin page, we've been working on this the last few videos. The last video we put in this count of all the events, the venues, and the users. We want this little table here. And what I did is I just copied this table code and then updated it a little bit here. So let's head over here to our views.py file in our events directory. And let's come down here to our admin approval section and let's get the venues. So I'm just going to create a variable called venue list. And that's just going to be venue.objects.all. We just want to grab all of the venues, right? So then we just want to pass this into the page. So if we come down here and let's see, here is where we're passing stuff to the page. So we can just pass the venue list like that. And that should be good to go. So now we can use this venue list on the admin page. So go ahead and save this and let's head up to our templates, events, and then the admin approval section. And here's all the count stuff that we did in the last video. Here's our event approval form. And I'm just going to kind of grab this table. We're just going to copy this table here. And let's put some line breaks here and just paste this whole thing. So instead of event in event list, let's go for venue in venue list. And then we just want the venue. And here, let's say venue. And here, let's say events. Okay, so we're going to have two columns, venue and events. Here for venue and list, blah, blah, blah. We don't need this logic here. For now, we just want to say list events. Let's just save this, come back over here and hit reload, see if we messed that up. And let's make sure we're logged in here. Okay, so here we go to our admin section and we see there's the venue name and it just says a list events for now. Okay, so far so good. So next, let's make each of these things clickable so that we can then go to the page for the venue, just to get the venue information if we want that. So super easy to do that. We've done this many times. We kind of probably already know how to do that. Let's come in here and where we have venue, instead of just passing in venue, let's make this a link. And let's go href equals. And then here, we just want to pass the URL. And then we want show-venue, which is the view we already have set up for venues. And we just need to pass in the venue.id so it knows which one to look up. So if we save this, come back here, hit reload. Oh, I misspelled venue. There is a lot of stuff in this video, so I'm moving fast. And okay, so now we can click on any of these. City Park, it goes to the City Park venue page. And we set this all up many videos ago. This is the same stuff where if we go here and click on one of these, it just goes to that page, right? So if you don't know how to do that, go back and watch those videos at the beginning of the playlist. So now the question is, how do we look up events for any particular venue? So I want to say, hey, show me all the events that are happening at City Park. How do I do that? Well, it's a little bit tricky, but pretty simple once you know the trick. So let's head back over here and let's head over to our views.py file. So basically we just need to create a new page that will show all of the events in any particular venue. And that's always a three-step process with Django. We create a template, we create a URL, and we create a view. So here, let's say define, and we can call this anything we want. Let's call it venue_events because that's what it is, right? So we want to pass in a request and a venue_ID, which we'll pass in from the link that we set up in a little bit here on that admin page. So for now, let's just return And then let's just render request. And then we want to pass this to events/venue_events.html, which we haven't created yet. And we'll do that in just a second. All right, that's good for now. So now let's create this venue_events.html page. Head up to our templates, events directory, right click, create a new file, file save as venue_events. There we go. And we can open up any old page here, say the event list, and just kind of copy all of this stuff and paste it in here. But we don't want any of this stuff in here. We just want the block content stuff. And here, let's say h1 list events. I don't know, whatever. For now, that's fine. Let's go ahead and save that. And now, of course, we need a URL. So let's head over to our urls.py file. Come down here, and I'm going to grab one of these that has a ID thing in it and just copy it and paste it in here. So instead of delete_event, this will be venue_events. And we want to pass in a venue ID instead of event ID. Call it anything you want. And this is going to be views.venue_events. And the name will be venue-event. Okay. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and save that. So now let's head back over to our admin approval section. And I'm just going to grab this link that we did earlier. And for our list events, we'll just pop that in there instead. But instead of show-venue, this is going to be venue-events. And we also want to pass in that venue ID so we know which venue to look up. So, okay, let's go ahead and save this and see if we mess that up. This won't show much. Yeah, we're getting an error already. Did something wrong. We did that very quickly. Let's see. Events.views has no end attribute venue_events. And so instead of venue event, that should be venue events. There we go. And we did that very quickly. Okay, so now what? And I think I did the same thing in our urls.py file. Man, moving fast. All right, so venue events. Yeah, right there. Venue events. Okay. That should work. All right. So City Park. Now, if we click this, it won't show anything. It just says list events, right? But at least the mechanics are in place. So now, when we click on this, you can see it's going to venue_events/4. So this is basically the ID of the venue. So the venue with 4 is this guy right here, right? So we need to take that venue ID number and then look up all the events that have that venue ID number. But since this is a foreign key situation, it's a little tricky. And what I mean by that, if we go over to our models.py file, remember our events has this venue foreign key, right? So every event has a venue ID that's a foreign key. So in order to sort of look up all of the events with the foreign key of any specific venue, it's a little different than you might think. So let's head over to our views.py file and let's come to our venue events section here. So the first thing we want to do is grab the venue, right? So we want to look up a specific venue by its ID. So remember, we're passing in this venue ID when we create this link right here. So if I hover, you see down in the corner, it says 1. This one's 2, 3. That ID number gets passed as venue ID, and we can use it to look up the specific venue. So let's go venue.objects.get, and we want the ID to equal the venue ID. There we go. So then we want to grab the events from that venue. So let's create a variable called events, and that's going to be venue.event_set and then .all. All right. So we're going to, say, hey, this is the venue we want. Grab all the events that are associated with that venue, right? So now we've got this events guy. We can just pass that into our page. So let's go events and then events. Okay, so now that looks good. Let's head over to our venue events page, and here's where we're listing the stuff. So here we could just loop through that list. So we can say for event in events. Let's just event, knock out event, and maybe give this a line break. Always end, or for All right, that looks good. So for now, we'll leave it like that. Very simple. Let's just see if that worked. Head back over here. We're going to need to do a couple of things here. Hit reload. We click City Park. Boom, we get a list of those events. Very cool. So if we come down to the next one, Area 41, there's only one of those. A couple of these are going to have none, and they're going to throw an error. Charity basketball. Come down here. Uh-oh, nothing. It's not throwing an error, but it's not showing anything at all. So if there isn't an event at a particular venue at the time, instead of going to a page like this, let's just throw up a little error message. So we can do that. Let's head back over to our views.py file. And let's go if events, right? Then let's do this. Else, let's come down here and try and find, there we go, a message that we can just copy and paste. So let's say that venue has no events at this time, ... And then we just want to return this back to the admin page. So let's go admin approval. Okay, so let's save this, head back over here, check that out, hit reload. So now let's go to my place, list events. That venue has no events at this time. All right, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we've got this page. Maybe we want to click on these guys and go to the actual event. And if you remember back at the beginning of this course, if we look at all events, we just list the events. We didn't ever actually create a page for each event. So I guess we're gonna have to do that if we want to do that. Well, first off, let's change this to a button because that looks kind of janky. So let's go to our admin approval, and here, let's see. Instead of saying list events, let's just give this link a class of btn-sm for small, and then btm-secondary for gray. We've done buttons before with Bootstrap. Very simple. Come back here. All right, so I kind of like that a little better. Whatever. So, all right, so now when we click on this guy, we want to make these clickable. All right, so we got to do a whole thing again. We can come back over to our views.py file. And for here, let's say show events in a venue. I don't know, right? And then here, let's go show events or show event. So let's define a new function. Let's call it show_event. We want to pass in the request. We also want to pass in an event_ID. This should all be kind of old hat by now. Let's create an event. Let's look up that event. So we want to go event.objects.get. And we want the primary key to equal this event ID. So, what we're doing here, we're just going over to the event model saying, hey, grab the event of any specific ID. So event ID 47, look that up, and then assign it to this variable. And then let's just pass that to a page. So let's go return. You know what? I'm just going to kind of grab this guy because why do all this extra typing? So this is going to be events / what do we want to call this? Show event. We'll have to create this page in just a second. And then we want to pass in that event, singular. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that. Let's head up here to our events, templates, create a new file, save as, save that as show_event.html. And then let's go to the, show venue page. We created this a while back. Paste that in here. Actually, this is all going to be different, so let's not do that. Let's take that out. And instead, let's go H1, I don't know, show event. And then let's go to our, list events page. There it is, event list_HTML. And here's the stuff we want. So let's just copy all of this stuff. All right. And I don't think we need a for loop because we're only passing one. So anyway, let's come back here and paste that in. But for event, let's do that. All right, that looks good. We might have to tweak that. We'll see in a second. Next, we need a URL. So I'm just going to copy this guy, paste it in, and this is going to be show_event. And this is going to be an event ID. Here we want to views.show_event. And we want this to be show-event. Or I suppose you could do show_event, but we seem to be using these type of dashes for all of these, so I'll stay with that convention. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this, head back over to our view events page, and we need to now turn this into a link. All right, so href equals, boom. And again, we're just going to create a URL tag, point this to show-event, and we're going to want to pass in that event.id so it knows which one to look up. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this, head back over here, see how badly we messed that up. Okay, we got some links here. If we click on test 2, it goes to test 2's page. All right, looking good. Oh. That one isn't shown because maybe it's not been approved yet. Go back here. Yeah, a bunch of these haven't been approved. So if we approve all of these, and maybe you want to show a little message that says, hey, that event hasn't been approved yet, instead of going to a blank page, I'll leave that to you. It's trivial. You should be able to figure out how to do that by now just from watching all these videos. We've done it several times. So we can go to city events. Let's click on these, see if they all work now. Yes, they do. Okay, we are good to go. And so likewise, you could do the same thing for all events. If you wanted to put a little button here that said, show event, you could now because we have those pages. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like this and looking pretty good. So we can click on the venue. We can list all of the events for that venue. And this looks kind of cruddy. You might want to play around with this and make it look nicer. This video is getting a little long, so I'm just going to leave this for now. The functionality is what's important, and the functionality looks like it's working pretty nice. So, all right, coming right along. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off membership. So that's access to all my courses, over 50 courses, thousands of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 150,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from Codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.